Hello and welcome, travel enthusiasts. I am back with another trip report, this time between two of my favorite cities, Chicago and Toronto. Chicago and Toronto are very similar in many ways, from their location on the shores of the Great Lakes of Michigan and Ontario respectively, to their impressive skylines, to vibrant and diverse neighborhoods. Growing up, Chicago was like a second home for me, and weekend road trips from Toronto were very common. Today, however, I am not driving. Rather, I'll be taking a morning flight on United for the short hop across the border to Toronto. If it's your first time here, welcome to the channel. I do airline trip reports and travel vlogs, so if you're passionate about the thrill of takeoffs, the joy of landing in new destinations, and the magic of in-flight experiences, you're in the right place. So fasten your seatbelts, hit subscribe, and let's take off from Chicago to Toronto. My journey actually began on a red-eye flight from Los Angeles, and I arrived into Chicago just after sunrise. It was a short walk from gate B16, where that flight parked, to gate B20 for my connection to Toronto. You can watch the LA to Chicago trip report at the link above. United operates 2 daily flights to Toronto from O'Hare, and also code shares on Air Canada's 4 daily flights between the cities. Today's flight will be on a United A320, and we were in the middle of the morning rush of departure, so the terminal was quite busy. Finally, our aircraft was ready for boarding and we made our way on board. I was greeted warmly by the cabin crew, and as I made my way to my window seat in row 32, I noticed that there were IFE screens on this aircraft. This caught me by surprise because when I flew on a United A320 last year from Houston to Toronto, the seats had no IFE. So if you know why there is IFE, or if this is a new configuration that United is putting in, please let me know in the comments below. On their A320s, United has 12 business class seats and 138 economy class seats. This particular aircraft is 23 years old, but was in pretty good shape on the inside. We pushed back on time and made a short taxi out and lined up runway 9 right for departure. Enjoy the takeoff. It was a beautiful late summer morning, providing a stunning view of Chicago's northern suburbs, before we quickly proceeded over Lake Michigan. Let's check out that in-flight entertainment system. The screen is decent sized and has good resolution. And there's a number of sections including movies, TV shows, music, and flight details. It's a pretty nice unit, but I found the response time quite slow. Also, like more newer IFE systems, it also has Bluetooth capabilities, so you can connect your own AirPods or other Bluetooth-enabled headphones, which is a really nice convenience. Unlike Asia or the Middle East, where there's a meal service on even 1-hour flights, there just isn't that level of service in North America. However, the flight attendants did provide a quick beverage service, so I had a glass of my usual in-flight drink, orange juice. The seats were decently comfortable, and while I have commented on the lack of charging options in economy with United in previous videos, having the IFE reduced the need to use up the battery on my phone. A bittersweet highlight for me on this flight was that I was able to obtain the last issue of United's Hemisphere in-flight magazine before they moved to an all-digital format. I have a huge collection of Hemisphere magazines from the years I lived in Chicago and flew United as my primary carrier. This issue has some interesting articles chronicling its many years of publication, and I'll definitely be saving a copy. After crossing Lake Michigan and the state of Michigan, we crossed into Canadian airspace and began our slow descent into Toronto. As we did, I got a beautiful view of the Canadian countryside and the cities of Kitchener and Waterloo, Canada's Silicon Valley. Soon we were over the Greater Toronto area and lined up for a runway 5 arrival. Enjoy the landing. It was a pleasant and comfortable 1 hour and 3-minute flight across the border with United Airlines. Deplaning was smooth, and Canadian customs and immigration lines were moving quickly, so we were through to baggage claim and the arrivals hall in record time. Thank you for joining me on this short hop trip report. And if you've made it to the end, please don't leave before subscribing, hitting the like and bell icons for more travel reviews. Safe travels, everyone, and I'll see you on the next video.